Welcome to the Far Left Show. Today we have a very special guest. Her name is Aura Vasquez, and she is running to be the first woman elected to be the LA City Council representative of District 10, which includes Koreatown and Mid-City, among other neighborhoods. Aura has previously served on the Board of Commissioners for the LA Department of Water and Power. She is a progressive with strong ties to grassroots organizing, including fighting for affordable housing, a healthy environment, and a society that works for everyone. Aura is here with us now to discuss her proposals and how she plans to fight for the people of Los Angeles. So, Aura, I wanted to just ask you, who are you? You could tell us a little bit about yourself. Why are you running for LA City Council?
Yeah. So I'm Aura Vasquez, and I'm an Afro-Latina immigrant from Colombia. My family and I came to this country 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, immigrated here at a time in our country where the war against drugs really exacerbated a lot of violence and a lot of economic hardships for our country. This is in the late 80s, early 90s, where the drug cartels and violence in Colombia was something that was really in the lives of a lot of us that had to experience living there. So we immigrated to the United States. We first went to New York, my family and I, the five of us came here. So I went to school in New York, and I went to study political science. I graduated from Lehman College. So I really wanted to learn organizing. So I came to California to do that with the PICO network and work on immigrant rights issues. I was the organizer that helped the first city in California to change their impoundment laws, to protect immigrants, to allow immigrants to call somebody when they had, when their car was threatened to be impounded. They could call somebody that had a license to get their car picked up. Throughout that work, I went to work for the Sierra Club, and I led the campaign to get LA off of coal. It was a very dynamic campaign. We had our electricity in LA, which was powered, 39% of our power came from coal. Mm-hmm. And for us to start working and really getting this idea that what we really needed was 100% renewables. And what we needed was a renewable energy future that could help us reduce pollution, bring more local jobs, and bring the type of economic prosperity that Los Angeles needed to see to revitalize the very places that are most challenged by pollution and that most suffer from the health impacts of fossil fuel.
And you already touched on some of the issues that LA faces. You mentioned that, before we ran off of 39% coal energy, and then you also said, you believe in supporting immigrants' rights, and those are some of the issues in LA. What are some other issues you think are the biggest in LA, and also how do you plan on addressing those ones?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we have one of the largest unhoused, unsheltered communities in the country. We all know in Los Angeles, and people that come to visit us, they can really see how sad the situation with our unhoused brothers and sisters is. The other issue that is very close to my heart is campaign financing. Mm. Yeah. Because campaign finance is something that is not an issue that is very sexy per se. It's quite wonky, and you're like, why do I care? And overall, in the sentiment of people out there is that politicians and our elected officials are corrupt, that they don't work for them, that we have an electorate that nobody really knows how they get there. I mean, I think us, the insiders, kind of know what's going on, the ones that will really involve and vote. But if you go out there, if you stand in the corner and ask people, a lot of people don't even know who the representative is, and I think it's so important because the best representatives are really the people that come from the people, the people that understand the struggle, because a lot of the elected officials are in the pockets of corporations. So then corporations are really running this city. And as much as we want to say that LA is the second largest city in the country, and we're a progressive city, now when you turn around and when you have places where they turn down affordable housing, displace people to build market price apartments where none of the people in that area can afford to live there.
Yeah, thank you. And I do want to emphasize that it is very clear that you took the pledge to take no fossil fuel money from special interests. And it makes sense why, but did you want to elaborate why specifically you said not from fossil fuel money special interests?
Yeah, I'm aspiring to represent the people's interest. And I can aspire to do that if I'm taking money from the one industry that is making my community sick.